This right here is BRICKSEEK, and right here you can basically find cameras 44% off, toasters 58% off, chairs, whatever it is that you basically want, you can find it for cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So it's a cool way to save money. You can also go right here, for example, to free stuff, and you basically just find, for example, deals on things to basically save money on. You get 4 free months over here, you get a free sample of something, just pay for the shipping or whatever, you get free Colgate, free peanuts, just free stuff overall. You also have, for example, games like this, okay? You have games here that are digital games, that are real games, going for 31% off, and then so on and so on. You can basically buy things for a lot cheaper. Hey guys, TommyBryson here, and before I made this video, I had to legit do some research to make sure that the stuff I'm saying in this video is not just shady, but also not illegal, because I don't want to go to jail. So I found a workaround, and here's my workaround. This video is for entertainment purposes only. A lot of the stuff here that I talk about, if it's illegal, it is fictional. I did not do it. I don't know who did it. I don't know nobody. If it is legal, then I did do it, okay? That is my understanding here. Now in this video, I'm gonna give you 11 shady ways to save money. And most of these ways, guys, they're 100% legal, but they're just shady. They're embarrassing to actually do, and it's not really something you wanna do to save money, but you can do it if you want to save some extra money. And I've done a lot of these things, okay? Now, as always, guys, do me a favor and smash the like button on top. But also subscribe, hit the bell to get notified. And also comment down below on the ones that you did do, or if you have any more ways to save money in a shady way. And I might make a video with your ideas also. Now, the very first thing, guys, that I do almost every single year to save money is I threaten companies all the time that I am leaving. So I do this with my internet company, I do this with my phone company, and I also do it, for example, even with credit cards a lot of the times, okay? So here's the idea. I understand that a company has something called an acquisition cost. That basically means it costs them money to acquire a new customer. So if it costs you money to acquire a new customer, you definitely don't want me to leave over a few pennies, because it's gonna cost you more money to acquire my replacement, okay? So what I do is I call T-Mobile and I'm like, yo, I found out about this new company. They're offering, for example, this phone bill for this price with this promotion. And they're like, hey, Tommy, we are willing to work with you. I call, for example, my internet company. I'm like, yo, you guys are charging me 80 bucks, but this company's saying $50. Like, what's going on here? Can you help me out here? I don't want to leave this company. I love the company. They usually work with you. And with credit cards, hey, there's a late payment here. You want to charge me this, but there's this other company that's not going to charge me. Oh, okay, we can work with that, Tommy. Or hey, we have the annual fee coming along. Well, I found another credit card that pre-approved me, all right, whether they did or not, and they have basically the same benefits, and there's no annual fee. Could you downgrade me, or for example, could you waive this fee so I can stay here? And a lot of the times they work with you. Now, there is one key here, that although you are basically in control, you don't want to be a butthole. And here's what I mean, okay? You don't want to call in and say, I'm leaving, I'm done, I'm quitting, give me money, save me money. No, you call in respectfully. These are real individuals with feelings. So you call in, you're like, hey, I love this company. I've been here for a very long time. I'm a customer. However, there's other company offering this and I don't want to leave. Is there anything we can do here? And you negotiate. Sometimes the reps don't know what's going on, so it's okay to hang up, call back a little time and get a different rep, and then that rep will help you. I do that all the time. So threatening is a shady way to save money, but I do it all the time. Now, number 2 is, I haven't done this one. I gotta be honest here. I found this idea on TikTok, surprisingly. TikTok seems to be pretty cool these days, okay? But let's say, for example, you need to go somewhere and you need to rent a car. Like when I was coming here to Puerto Rico to visit all the time, I needed to rent a car. It was like $100 to $135. So much money. So this idea would have saved me a bunch. Is basically, instead of renting a car, why don't you rent a U-Haul? And it sounds crazy, but it's true. Like, why don't you rent a U-Haul? U-Haul has vans or trucks, and you're basically able to rent them out for 25 bucks. You pay some money on the miles or whatever, but you're basically able to save a lot more than 100 bucks a day, okay? So this way, you save money. Instead of renting a normal car, you rent a U-Haul. Now, does it matter? You don't gotta move anything. Nobody cares. You rent the U-Haul, and this way you save some money, okay? That's the idea. If you are in a tight spot, you need the car like for 2-3 days or like 1 day, Rent the U-Haul and they do it. This is what I'm gonna do next time I go to New York for sure. Because New York, whether you do, for example, like a company at the airport or like Turo, it is expensive to rent a car. So U-Haul, here we go. Number 3 is, I did this. It is embarrassing. And I don't care. So I would search and do like dumpster diving. I only did it once. Now here's the story. My friend told me, Tommy, I do dumpster diving. I was like, that's disgusting. Why are you telling me this? He's like, well, Tommy, I go to GameStop, which is like a game store. I go to malls. I search their dumpsters, which by the way, surprisingly, is trespassing, not legal, but nobody really cares. And I basically search their trash and they throw away a lot of perfect stuff like video games, game consoles, printers, ink, things that are expired or they don't really need or they can't sell or is whatever it is, and we basically get it and we sell it on eBay. And I was like, that is a smart idea. So it was like 1 a.m. I went to GameStop, checked the trash, I found a bunch of posters, a few games, and that was basically it. And I was like, this is just not worth, the limit is not worth the squeeze for this one for me. So, but it is a way that if you're broke, you got no money, you want to make some free money, this is a way to make money. But you will find some disgusting things every now and then, so keep that in mind. Number 4, I think it is, okay? I use VPNs, which by the way is just a way to, in technology terms, is you pretending to be somewhere you're not. So using a VPN, let's say for example, like there's a very like Shark VPN, or there's like the other one. There's a lot of VPNs out there. Just look VPN on the internet or whatever, okay? Now you can use a VPN to basically pretend you live somewhere else. And you can also do this to avoid dynamic pricing. So let's say, for example, if you ever needed to buy a plane ticket, get a hotel, or for example, book a car rental, whenever you go to the website, you see one price, you come back, usually it's more expensive, the price changes. That's dynamic pricing to get you to kind of say, hey, we gotta buy it before it goes up. So one cool way to basically avoid this and to save money is to basically erase all your cookies, delete them, and then you use a VPN, pretend you live somewhere else. Like let's say, for example, right now I'm here in Puerto Rico. I can pretend, for example, I am in America, and then I can check my ticket prices from there. And a lot of the times it will be cheaper. That's a quick way to save some money using a VPN. And by the way, a VPN can cost you anywhere from $5 to $10 a month, and a lot of them are basically giving you like 6 months for free and like 90% off and so on. You hear YouTubers talk about it all the time with, like, for example, like sponsored deals. I'm not sponsored here, so I'm not gonna give you one, but that's the idea right there. Now, 5, I bargain on everything. People don't like bargaining, but I do it. Sometimes it might seem embarrassing because people think like, yo, if you're bargaining, it must mean you can't afford it. No, idiot. I just don't want to pay full price for something I don't got to pay full price on. Now, surprisingly, I can go to Burlington, I can go to JCPenney, I can go to H&M also, and I always ask, hey, is there any like promotion going on, any discounts going on that I can basically sign up for an app or give you my email address, or I'm a new customer, or are there any deals going on to save me money on this thing? A lot of the times they'll say like, do you want to get a credit card, 10% off? I'm like, no. They'll be like, oh, we do have like this app. If you sign up for the app, you get this for free, or you get 10% off, and it's a quick way to save some money. And I do bargain a lot whenever I want to buy something used or whatever it is. I went to buy, for example, my fridge and my stove, my microwave, all that stuff, and it was like, oh, retail is this price, we can't change it. I'm like, yo, I'm buying all the stuff. You either give me a discount or I'm walking away somewhere else. Guess what? They found the manager and they gave me a very nice discount. So bargain, bargain, bargain. It might not be the most stylish way to save money, but it does save you money. Number 6, take advantage of student discounts. Now, there are countless retailers out there like Apple, Best Buy, Adidas. Also, for example, American Eagle, okay? A lot of places give you student discounts, and they range from 10%, 5%, 20% to even more. Now, I have a friend, okay? And when he graduated college, he was still taking advantage of a lot of student discounts. Now, however, today that's a lot harder because they ask you to verify that you're actually a student by using, for example, a verification website. So, but if you are a student, before you buy anything, anytime, always check for student discounts. Always call in. Is there a student discount? Okay, so it's just a quick way to save some money. And I also have a little website that I found, linked down below. You can see all the retailers that basically offer student discounts and how to go to them, basically ask for the discount, and you can get 20-30% off, which is great. Now take advantage of being a student. I also know people, which I won't talk about here, okay, but people that buy student emails to act like they're students and get student discounts. That's a real thing, by the way, and they buy them on eBay. That's it, and that will not tell you more information about that. I shop around, okay? This is another way that I save a lot of money. This is kind of shady, okay? So here's something I've been shopping around for the longest time. It's been contacts. I talked about it so many times on this channel, okay? But contacts, I wanted contacts. I thought contacts was gonna be very cheap. According to the internet and where I went, not cheap, expensive. So it turns out, what I did was this. My mom always tells me, Tommy, before you buy anything, just shop around and check around, okay? So I went to Costco. They said like $90 or $100 to get the eye exam. I went somewhere else, I got the eye exam for like 80 bucks. That saved me money there. That place had a whole routine, which is basically, we get you in the door for cheaper, but then we sell you the contacts for like $100, okay? So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that at all. Let me get my prescription, sir. Thank you very much. And then I went to Walmart, went to Sam's Club, went back to Costco. I bought the contacts over at Costco, and I basically saved over 80 bucks by buying it there. And they also had a rebate for buying it the whole year. I didn't do that because that's stupid. But basically, if I wasn't to buy it for the whole year, I could have done that and saved even more money. My point is, before you buy anything, always shop around. And if you're buying, for example, from a mom and pop shop, if you found a cheaper price, tell them. Be like, hey, I found this item in this store for cheaper. If they're a butt face, they might say like, oh, buy it there then. Okay, I don't care, buy it there then. Then you go and you buy it there then, okay? But they might be able to give you like a little wiggle room and a little discount to actually get the sale. Now, I get free stuff. All right, this is actually another way I save money. Now, I used to do this a lot. I don't do it that often, but I used to basically sign up for credit cards, spend X amount of money on things I was gonna buy either way, pay it off, and get a bonus for spending X amount of money. I would also sign up for credit cards, bank accounts, and basically get a sign-up bonus that was also free money. I would also sign up for different things, for example, on Amazon to basically get free Alexas. Uh-oh, she heard me. All right, to get free items and so on. So there's always like things on the internet that are always giving you free deals. Now, I use a deal scouter. There's a link down below, and it's basically called, I think it's called, let me just double check here, because I do have the website. It's Free Stuff Finder. You can find it on Google. I have a link down below also, but it's a website that tells you about different things you can basically go ahead and buy for free in different stores. And that kind of sounds weird because you're buying it for free, but it's kind of like cool ways to save money if you're interested in it. Number 9, we're getting close to the end here, and things are getting more illegal by the second, okay? Subscriptions, trial periods, and also returns. There are different ways to do this, okay? As far as subscriptions, I share them with my friends. I don't care about this, okay? I share them with my friends all the time, and we also split the bill, whether we live in the same household or we don't live in the same household. I really don't care. On top of that, when it comes to trial periods, I know somebody that was signed up for different trials, and they would know exactly the way to break the contract. For example, like, let's say you want to sign up for a gym, and they're like, well, we give you like this 3-month trial period or 1-month trial period at this price, but if you cancel, we'll charge you, for example, X amount. But if you cancel because you're changing your address, then we don't charge you the fee, so you can just Photoshop that address. That's illegal, don't do that stuff, but I know someone that did it. Won't talk about more details about that, but it's just a great way. Sign up for a trial. Like, one legal way I basically did it recently is basically, I cancel Amazon Music all the time by basically, like, I cancel it, I get a free trial for 3 months, cancel it, they offer me a deal, $1 for 6 months, I get that. I'm never paying the monthly fees, okay? So this way, basically save money just by doing trials all the time. And whether I have it or I don't have it, I really don't care. So that's the main thing for me, okay? Also, returns. This is not the most legal thing to do, but let's say you're in a pinch, you need to go to a job interview, you can buy something, return it the next day. That's not like the most crazy thing to do, but people do this stuff, okay? So there are things that I have returned that I kind of used and I was like, yeah, I don't really need it, I'm gonna return it, but it's within the policy, so it's not really illegal. I bought some stuff like 6 months ago and I go to Costco, I'm like, yo, I don't need this stuff, like it's not, like, I return it, that's it. Costco's awesome, by the way, okay? They do a great job over there. Number 10, and by the way, you can also shop at different places. Like for example, I just learned this a few days ago. You can shop at Costco without a membership just by having a Costco gift card, which you can buy, for example, online for a discount. That's pretty cool. Number 10, you can get things for free from Amazon by doing Amazon reviews. Now, I won't mention a website because there are a lot of scams out there, so you have to do your own research. Check Reddit for this stuff, okay? But overall, there are people out there, right? The way Amazon works is you have your product. You want your product to basically rank on the first page, the first items possible. So if you get more reviews, you rank higher. So websites will basically tell you, hey, if you buy this product with your money and we ship it to you, you give us a good review, we'll give you your money back by PayPal, but you can basically just keep the product. So this way they basically pay for a review. I used to do that too, and it got me money and stuff like that. So it does work and it's a real thing. So you basically get your money back plus an item you can resell, and that is basically a free way to save money on something you probably didn't need, but at least you got it for free, okay? Also, I buy subscriptions and digital stuff online to save money. So if I need a gift card, I go to eBay. Like when I was shopping at IKEA, I bought my IKEA gift cards over at eBay for a steep discount. And if I wanna, like when I used to play video games, I would go, for example, to cdkeys.com, and I would basically just buy my video games and also my PlayStation Plus subscription right there to save me money. And lastly, whenever I wanted to buy, for example, like designer clothes, I would go to Nordstrom Racks. I would use a website called Joox, so that is YOOX, and it's basically designer stuff for a massive discount. When I used to wear glasses, the glasses that I actually wore, the frame was like $200 I paid for it, but the actual retail and those frames were actually like over $1,000 by me going to this website and basically finding these deals. And I also used another website to find deals, and it's actually called BRICKSEEK, and that is spelled BRICKSEEK, and it's a website that basically shows you different deals out there in the market right now. So real quick, just for fun here, this right here is BRICKSEEK, and right here you can basically find cameras 44% off, toasters 58% off, chairs, whatever it is that you basically want, you can find it for cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So this is a cool way to save money. You can also go right here, for example, to free stuff, and you basically just find, for example, deals on things to basically save money on. You get 4 free months over here. You get a free sample of something, just pay for the shipping or whatever. You get free Colgate, free peanuts, just free stuff overall. And then you also have, for example, Joox, which is basically the website I told you guys about. You can find things that are basically like fancy stuff. You can find it at a massive discount. This right here is Off-White, 34% off, 42% off. You can also 47% off. Like whatever you actually want to get that's basically designer, you can find it right here for a cheap price, okay? Like people love these little slipper stuff. Look, this right here is 24%, $500 for a slipper is ridiculous. But yeah, you can find a lot of this stuff for cheap and a lot cheaper. So it's a cool way to save money. And guys, that is basically a bunch of ways, I don't know how many ways, that I basically use to save money in a shady way, but it is 100% legal. As always, guys, thanks for watching this video. Comment down below if you have your own shady ways to save money. That way we can all save money in a shady way, if you know what I mean. But thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified, and comment down below savings so I know, or shady. Savings or shady. Either way, if you comment down below that, I'll know you made it to the end of the video, and I appreciate it a ton. And as always, up here is my face, click and subscribe, and over here is another video, or backwards. Thanks for watching. As always, Long Term Team officially out.